functional. Right, this is just a very quick stream of consciousness, really. As you can see, there was a preview trailer that came out, and I was going to have a few thoughts upon it. But first play it, and then of course have a look at other stuff as well. So if I do that, 140k Dallas. Yeah, indeed, you could go to Dallas if you really wanted to. Are we going to have the trailer across here? I believe this is it. Right at the end. Let me just stick the other music on pause while I'm here. Pause, there we go. Right.
I was there when he painted this.
Apparently the Emperor's an artist now. Well, it always was an artist, kind of genetic artist, but apparently painted. Okay.
An oddity among his schematics and calculations. Yet, this seemed to help him. A way he could express the enormity of his plan.
All this is moving, so I don't quite know how I painted it, but... okay. Sister of Silence.
Not if the legions are successful. It depends on how deep the rot goes.
Okay, so this is Istvan 5, the Drop Site Massacre. Warrior Turk defense turrets, and yep, definitely Salamander tanks. Spartan, I think that was in the second red box. Well, that was a melter gun. It's not exactly how melter guns work, but, you know, if I zip back a moment. Everyone comes. Melter gun. Melter guns work by superheating everything, so it literally melts, or liquids inside get superheated and evaporate and boil off. Also Mark II armor. Blum, blum, blum. As a servo skull, that is probably not what would happen if it got hit by a melter gun. The bone would probably evaporate, but all the mechanical parts would melt off. So I wore an ambush. Now these are the big fellows. Supposedly the big reveal of 3rd edition. Saturnine, based on the original Terminator model from like 85 or 86 or something, probably. Person I feel most sorry for is Luton, because he's going to have to go back to his Saturnine is not a mark of power armor, and and amend that video now because Games Workshop has said yes, it is. It's a fucking sharp bayonet as well. Not quite sure what was going on there. Let me zip back. Let me hang on a minute. Let me go back to what, because those are obviously ranged. He's teleported in. Got one of the double-barreled range. Is that a siege drill or something he's got there? Can't tell. A bit too blurred. Can't really tell what that is. Also, my head's in the way. But if I can I shift myself? Boo, 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 boo. There we go. So this thing right above my head here. Zip. Come on, a little bit. No, too far. Too far. Go play the section again. There. I can't tell what that is. It looks like a breacher drill kind of thing. So it looks like a knob there, knob there, knob there. Looks like. But fair enough. Back up I go. Doop, 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 doop. Carrying on. It's an energy weapon of whatever. And the bigger of the big boys that's been revealed from this, the Saturnine class Dreadnought. I wouldn't know if we actually have enough Dreadnoughts in Horus Heresy already, because there's already the standard, what was the standard Dreadnought at the time, and there's the box Dreadnought. So we've got a new Dreadnought, which I don't know. It's very much got the kind of the Primaris guns on it. I wasn't a fan of those when they came out, but anyway, I better carry on. Big plasma, okay, okay. And that, let me go back again, keep going back, hit him with the fisty. I want to get a good look at this. Right, that's a melter. So, okay, so combi melter there. So that some guys using the combi melter at the start of it fired blue. His combi melter fires red. That is what I would expect a melter beam to be. That sort of thing, rather than what we had at the beginning of the video. Because that looks like it would be like a stream of concentrated heat just hitting and potentially boiling away the actual armor plating before frying the unfortunate fellow inside. So that is what I would expect it to look like. But then again, he's a bit of an idiot by the looks of it.
The attack failed.
How many?
Half of the legions now stand with Horus.
You're surprised?
I just fucking hope so, because the guys who gave the instructions to have the 4 reinforcing legions turn up. So I would hope they are surprised by that fact, because otherwise they just went, no, we're totally not surprised that these the legions we sent into Istvan 5 to back up the guys who are already there turned traitor. We totally expected it. Well, I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
In the end, I suppose not.
Weapons disintegration non-melter. Well, you mean the blue one? Because that's a, if I can zip back a moment, because that tube-like thing, the tubular barrel. If I zip back again, go through, that might be a disintegrator, maybe. But that That is a melter barrel. That is definitely a melter barrel. If I go back to the beginning of the drop site. Yep, just get the tanks rolling again before we get the salamanders rocking out. Right, out come the salamanders here. This weapon, you know, I may have to. It's so finicky. See, that's definitely melter, definitely combi melter bolter. That one. It's so finicky to get a decent go on the track. Can I? Come on. Stop fucking getting a shitty. Come on. Okay. Best shot. It's not going to let me get any better shot. So you reckon this one? Reckon is disintegrator? If that is a disintegrator gun, then that would explain what happened to the servo stop in the era like that. I thought it looked like a melter, but if you reckon it's disintegrator, then that would explain that thing. Anyway, zip back to here with him going, oh yeah, we Malcador coming out and going, oh, we totally expected it.
Half of the legions now stand with Horus.
You're surprised?
In the end, I suppose not. Do you wonder if they might be right? Many will sympathize with their rebellion.
I am the Emperor's spear. What I think doesn't matter.
What now, then?
We make ready for a war that may never end.
And yes, that's the thing. Basically, I wanted to have a go of. Lots of Mark 6 helmets down here. Yeah, the whole totally expected kind of. Well, unless they've changed it recently, not really. But with that out of the way, we've got what's in the box. A brief look at it, because this is essentially what was leaked. Was it last week? I think. 50 minis, okay. Book, construction guide. I'm guessing. Actually, yeah. That now that I look from the side panel of the actual miniature, that does look like it would not be. It's got a different barrel to the standard melter. Yeah, so I think you're right. But yeah, I don't think these are going to be push fit, because the ones in the second ed weren't push fit. For reference, 3 weapon temp sheets, 21 dice, technical objectives, and transfers. Now, it's been pointed out by other people that these are not technically new miniatures, and having looked at some of them, I would agree. Because this fellow here has got his right leg forward, arm up, down, bolter. He's got the chainsaw bayonet. And if I go over to this fellow from the Mark III tactical squad, leg forward in that pose. I think it's a different bolt. It's a different bolt gun. It's a very similar bolt gun design. But it looks like what Games Workshop have done here is they've taken the digital file that all these are on, or taken this digital file, edited a bit, and gone, there you go, Mark II. Because it looks like they've just kind of put they've done a bit of work on the leggings, so the putting the bars across, add the pipes for the top of the leg. Probably done the most work on the torso. Can't really tell from this angle. They could have taken off or shrunk the tabard piece, but there's also a zip across to, I think, this fellow with his left leg forward, right leg back. Reminds me an awful lot of this guy. Left leg forward, right leg back. That same kind of walking pose. Don't think anybody's got the strap on, so there's guns. There we go. I don't see any of them that have actually got the leather strap on the gun, so that's slightly different. Oh, sorry, the bolt gun rather. So it looks like they've been a little bit. I mean, the backpack much different. It's quite a lot different to there. Looks like it's kind of a mashed together. Backpacks, okay, backpacks are new. I'm going to say the backpacks are fairly new design, but the rest of them looks like they've basically taken the existing designs and gone, yeah, let's just edit them in the CAD file and make a new injection mold. This guy looks interesting. That I definitely recognise from the second Ed guy, second Ed Praetor. Nice helmet. I will say, nice helmet. Looks fairly. I mean, what's this? Arcane. No, Arachne. Okay. Oh, I read Arcane and it's like, no, it's not Arcane, it's Arachne. Because Arachne, precursor to the Tarantula gun platform. I get it. I do. I get it. Saturnine. I'm going to see if I can bring up. Let me see if I can. Actually, no. Let's just find it. If I can find it on a different screen. I can start my music back up again as well. Boop. Original. Have we got a decent image that I can just swip across? It's Reddit, it'll do. There. Original Terminator. Comparing that to these guys, a lot bulkier. Legs are different. He's got Power Fist on that one. Oh, that's what's obviously used in the animation. This Power Fist with added on doohickey. Okay. Very bulky. So it looks like they've taken the basics, you know, the shoulder pad design, the recessed head, shin design. You've kind of taken that and gone and extended with it. Okay. And arm guns as well. Somebody else pointed out on one of these, looking at them, about how it doesn't look like there are actually arms going down into these arm sockets, which would tie in with the way these look designed, in that they've got the shoulder ball joint, upper arm, elbow joint, weapon. Unless these are all amputees, then I imagine their arms are going to be potentially inside the chest cavity, or it could be could be like the precursor to proper dreadnought suits, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, if you've got the head there and you kind of shoulders you might kind of be able to get an arm in here, but you wouldn't be able to get an arm and hand inside a plasma accelerator cannon. Yes. For trying to get away from the heroic scale, this is very much heroic scale design with huge bulging arms, huge legs, little head in there, huge shoulders. It's got to be a... They're probably going to do something in the lore to say, oh yeah, they're probably just hooked up to the system or something along those lines. Not bad, probably could do without this up here. Maybe kind of have it down here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I really wanted to do, was to kind of go through that and have a look at these and say, well, they seem alright, but I would have liked them to have a little bit more work done in the production of them, rather than what it looks like, which is that kind of take an existing CAD file and edit it and say it's a new thing. Well, that's it. Let me just zip across here, see if anyone else has said anything. No? Okay. Alright. I'll pop off then. VOD's going to remain up if anyone wants to use it for anything or react to my reaction or whatever. Go right ahead. I'm not going to stop anybody. But that'll do. Cheers for coming along for those who did.